Go on.
Wait till people start going on.
Get all the police as well, mate, yeah?
Right, go then.
My name is Mr. Cash. I'm left here today. I can't stand on my own 2 feet because of West Midlands Police deliberately set a dog on me to tear the leg off of me. There was an allegation of obstruction. There was no obstruction at all whatsoever. I merely asked the policeman had he got a warrant to arrest my wife, which he didn't have. He still arrested my wife anyway. There's no charges pressed against her. We're here today at a site in Stafford, a traveller site, with over 7 vacant plots on it, and they're moving us off it. There's no need to do it, it's unnecessary. The amount of police here would not come for an armed robbery. They wouldn't come for a terrorist attack. They're letting terrorists into the country every day of the week. We were raised here. My children was born in this country. My wife was born in this country. I can't raise my children in the country where they were born. This is a holy disgrace against the police, the council and the whole British government, the whole legal standard system. Everything is upside down. It's completely wrong. Us travellers are painted with the wrong brush and they're treating us like shit. They're treating us like scum on the bottom of their shoes. Have a look at them policemen over there. Look, this man's really proud of what's being said about him. The policeman came into the site this morning knowing we were there, opened the boot of his car, letting his dog bark at the children to intimidate us. They're trying to intimidate us again. They're putting us off a site where they've got vacant plots. They've no need to put us off the site at all. That's about all I've got to say about the matter.
3 days in hospital.
I was 3 days in the hospital. I've just gotten out of Birmingham Queen Elizabeth Hospital yesterday. I've nowhere to stay. They're putting us off a site where they've got plots available, and I've nowhere to stay.
So what did the police officer say, the one with the dog angler, what did he say to you? What was his behaviour like towards you?
His behaviour was none at existence. There was no, that man was just looking at me like I was a piece of shit. He wasn't looking at me like I was a human being at all. He set the dog on me and dragged the dog about 10 or 15 foot across a car park, ripping the ligaments, tearing the muscle out of my leg. My leg is in an awful state. I've already got one bad leg. I can't stand on my own 2 feet. I can't do nothing for myself. I've got 2 children here and I can't even look after them. My wife is there and she's suffering. She's tortured. She's looking after me and 2 children as well at the one time. She's got to move a caravan up and down the roads. We've got a site here with loads of plots and won't let us stay on them. It's a holy show, honestly.
So lads, what do you think about all this situation, what went off then?
It's all this treating us like scum, isn't it?
Do you think it's discrimination that we've always got?
100% discrimination at its very best. At its very best.
100% at its finest.
This happened back in the 30s in America with all the blacks, the Jews. It was happening back then. It's happening today, 2017 in England. With us travellers, we were born here. We were born here in England. I need to sit down.
Do you want to get him?
It's a disgrace.
Right, let me ask you a question. Right, I want to ask you a question. How did you feel when you saw this happening to your relative?
Well, first of all, I feel terrified for our relatives, obviously, but it's atrocious. It's not just us, it's all travellers in full in this country. They just got discriminating against them for no reason. It's an empty site. What reason have they got? What reason have the council? Nobody's lived on it in 3 years. What need or reason have the council got to be using forces to move us on off it for no reason? They have no explanation. They have no explanation.
They're going to move us off a site to tell us we can't stay on the side of the road. That's ridiculous. There's a site there with 7 available plots. They're going to move us off of there to tell us we can't stay on the side of the road. To have settled people chuck stones at us and discriminate against us. Where we're in there, we're doing no harm to no one. There's no one coming in near us. We're not offending anyone or hurting anyone. We're not pulling on to any public parks. We're doing none of that. But that's what's got to be done today. We're going to have to pull on somewhere, like a car park, Tesco's probably, or Matalan. Or maybe the council office down there, pulling the car park and that.
So how do you think this police officer should be dealt with then?
I think this police officer should lose his job, his badge. This policeman should never be a policeman. He shouldn't have been a policeman in the first place. He takes his job too personal.
And how did you think when you said you wanted to put it on YouTube?
I don't really, that's exactly what he said. He said put it on YouTube. He had no idea it was going to be on the 6 o'clock news the following night.
Yep.
This policeman is a holy disgrace. He's an absolute holy show.
But now he's been suspended.
He's been suspended now as far as I know. I've made a complaint this morning to the IPCC. The IPCC told me that the complaint is ongoing I rung the Chief Inspector at Bourneville Police Station to make my allegation over the phone.
Yep.
He was supposed to ring me back, he still hasn't contacted me back. I would like for the Chief Inspector of Bourneville Police Station to contact me. You have my phone number, you have my contact details. I am Mr. Cash, he knows exactly where to contact me. He's got the message from his staff this morning that I've been in contact with him. He won't contact me for me to make my complaint.
Right, so what would you say to all travellers around the country?
I'd say be very careful and always have your phone with you, and anytime a policeman pulls in beside you, get your camera on him straight away, because he's only out to cause you harm. There's not a policeman in this country that's out to do any good for any traveller.
What do you think, lads?
That's about it. Wraps it up, doesn't it? That's about it.
Right. Can everybody share this video? Share it as much as you can so we can get it viral to let people know the story. This police officer needs to be done and sorted out. Just look at the amount of police cars what's here.
Down there, look.
The amount of police what are down at the bottom on the site.
Can I bring that phone in?
The way, yeah, the way. You check it. They're going to allow me in. Try and get some views on people.
This is the council. There's no place to put us. This is all the police here again. Tow trucks. Police up the road. Some families already living here. In there. In there. Some families already been here, living here. This is empty plot. One empty. Two empty. Three empty. Four empty. Some families already living here. Families living there. The plot empty there. One empty there. This is a whole lot. The one evict is out here for no reason at all. But some people attend in hospital, some injured people, can't drive, can't do nothing. Woman attending in the hospital at 5 or 2 o'clock having a baby, and this is what we've got to do. This is the man here that got bit with the dog. This is the man that got bit with the dog. He was camped in that yard, he had to leave it. Walking. Ah. Where? That's the police car with the dog. They had the boot open earlier. Police officer there. Oh, look. Some people there for 30 years in this place, and they want to move us off it. Now we're going to get us to go to Tesco's or car parks, and they're going to get us moved off there as well. They want us to stay over. What are we meant to do? Walking back up to give this this guy back his phone to put this on live. Can some solicitor contact Andy Cash and just find out and see what laws we have at this and see what we can do about it?
Right, this is the end of the video, so if everybody can share it, if everybody can share the video as much as you can, get as much publicity we can. Chat later. Thank you.
Trailers hooked up, I got on the and it shows them up. Why not?
No.
Why are you log on there?
I don't know,